have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Exit. Yep. Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Rocket. Check 52.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Shaquille Griffin, former Seahawk, up to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Off play action, Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, Sam on. You got tight right there. Check. Lucky. Go on. Switch. Deuce.
Here's a give to Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future. But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold with touchdown number 8.
You have gunslinger on him.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No pass led elite.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Hey, pick your game up. Check three. Switch it. Roll out.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lawrence on third down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Play. You don't want it. Mike.
On first down, it's Tannehill.
Who that?
And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tannehill.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watch your ship. Hey, watch your ship.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. 4th.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Tight right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Tannehill on first down.
Here we go.
He dumps it off for Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tannehill's throw complete there to Conley. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 27, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play action, it's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I can't believe they even let you play. 44 is the most.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill.
Watch the slant.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Here we go, D.
Got a man, it's Brown.
Here I come again.
7 yards, the pickup there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Here we go. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the return, here's Agnew. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tavon Austin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry for Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Tannehill. Able to find Jones. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, it's Henry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he gets it down to the 32.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
4 down. Check, check.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help